Welcome back to this really sunny morning here in India. I'm still a bit cold from the night, but I slept quite well. And I'm going to explore today the Kasha Monastery. But before that, I have to get there with the motorbike. And I'm now down here in this yard, and I have to get this bike out of here somewhere. And it goes up a really steep ramp up here. I hope that will be fine. And after, I'll be continuing my way together with my friends Niels and Stefan to Panun, and then that is our stop before going to Manali, which I don't think we will manage still today. Looking forward to the day on the road. There's a lot of paved road on the way, but honestly I'm really enjoying that because the road here is so nice. It is just completely flat, good asphalt combined with beautiful landscape. Yeah, but first of all, let's get the bike out of here. While driving through this village, it was really so nice to experience because we were also on our way back to Delhi, and it was just so nice seeing the flags one more time and seeing just all the beautiful buildings here. And after riding through the beautiful city streets, we made it to the Kasha Monastery.
So we now rode up here to this monastery. If you're wondering about my weird outfit, it's because I don't have other sunglasses. I don't want to get sunburn on my head. The views are here really amazing, and just the beautiful white buildings. Let's have a look around and see if we might maybe find a info board or something. Yeah, but here, walking up this staircase in this height is, even for a young guy like myself, intense.
The Kasha Monastery is one of the largest and most important monasteries in Zanskar. The oldest structures date back all the way to 950 after Christ. In the monastery, about 100 Buddhist monks live, and it's built up a hillside, which is quite tough to walk up.
Up there is the prayer room. I'm not going to do any filming over there. However, this is the little inside court here, and now on the roof, and just look at this amazing view behind me. Isn't that just insane? Wow. We just stopped here for a quick snack, and one thing here at the height that's pretty wild, all the little packages of chips and so on, they're all blown up, so they're all like this.
After the short little break, time to fuel up and continue our road through the Himalayas. Driving on the Himalayan 450 with these perfectly paved roads in the shadow of the mountains was so nice because finally I was just feeling the cold breeze, and it's a special feeling when the sun is still there but you're completely in the shadow while riding your bike. And the motorcycle riding was just absolutely perfect. Just look at the asphalt that we're riding on and this beautiful landscape through this canyon road. And it wasn't just perfect asphalt riding, we had a bit of off-roading too, with even some river crossings.
We arrived at a river and a pathway to a monastery that was very high up in the mountains.
So for me, a weird thing on my bucket list is currently becoming true. I'm standing on a suspension bridge, like you can feel it, in the Himalayas with the flags on them, and I really like that. That's so cool. Like I saw that in movies and video games and so on, and now seeing it in real life myself and walking over one of those bridges is so cool.
And with that, I arrived at the Puktal Monastery at 4,000 meters above sea level. Funnily enough, we had Wi-Fi here from this construction that gave quite good electricity overnight. I didn't film anything else inside the place we stayed because there was stuff going on behind the scenes.
So we now made it right outside the monastery, and it's such an impressive view also because it's like built into the cave, and it's where the monks live. A few of the monks already came our way, and yesterday they are all hanging out in the Wi-Fi, and I'm really curious to now explore the temple.
This is the beginning of the monastery. The majority of it is at the moment not visible because it's built into a mountain like a beehive. Those are the hallways inside the Puktal Monastery. There's basically no heating here, or at least nothing that I saw of except maybe ovens, and it gets really cold here in the winter. The Puktal Monastery is also one of the few monasteries that is only reachable on foot.
So Niels and Stefan already got going. I'm still sitting here in the kitchen, and the kitchen is for 40 monks, and it's built into the cave. Like I'm sitting half in the cave, half on a built construction, and as you can see over here, they cook for 40 people, and they were so kind to serve us with some chai tea, which is really cool. It's all in all just a really impressive place. So I just walked 3 times around this stupa here, which is like there are these round prayer bells that you turn 3 times, and these ones, and behind me is a sign of the Dalai Lama, and it smells really strong, like you know, these candles for praying. And we're now inside the cave, and I'm going to go over there because this is truly here now some kind of Indiana Jones stuff, because if I now turn around, oops, I'm in the middle of a construction site, and behind me, inside the cave, are the prayer flags at one building, and I'm now completely inside.
After having a look at this amazing monastery, it was time to continue our way to Manali and at the end, Delhi. The mountain that we're driving towards is the Gongo Rangjon. Some of the locals also refer to it as God's mountain because it's believed that if you meditate in front of it, you can see a picture of a future Buddha. It was very nice seeing the snowy mountains when driving through this sand on the hillside here in the Himalayas. Just what a beautiful ride. That is truly the ride of a lifetime. I'm really enjoying this, and this is the amazing view from the pass.
So we now made it to the Shinkula Pass at 16,580 meters. Really, really nice. And there's so much snow here. That's so cool. For being in the Himalayas, it's the first time seeing snow.
We were getting closer and closer to Manali. Sadly, my second SD card corrupted, so you're not going to see the crazy ride we had in the dark through the mud and partial water of the flood catastrophe that happened there.
So after driving through all this insane traffic, we now made it here, and I think I'm in one of the nicest hotel rooms I've ever been in. This one right here, with having a really nice window over here, seeing the bikes, and a really nice window seeing the garden tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, but I also have to get some work done and also have a look at Manali tomorrow.
When exploring Manali the next day, you can imagine how tough the ride through the night was the day before. However, Manali also has really gorgeous sights, like this very beautiful house. And when exploring Manali, it was just a really great time to take some time for myself, and I explored the area a little bit with a tuk-tuk, which was quite bumpy on the roads after the flood. However, ended up being actually pretty cool. So today is the day. We had a 1,000 kilometer iron butt all the way back to Delhi to catch our flight to Germany. When getting going, we still had to ride through quite a lot of the aftermath of the floods and then made it to some beautiful mountain roads, which was really enjoyable, especially in comparison to what was still to come. Because we then got more and more traffic, and the traffic lasted for a really long time and it needed a lot of focus, and it was partially quite dangerous. And then we got into an industrial area which was pretty much the same from the traffic. However, with the industrial area, the smog started, and the smog stayed for a solid 400 kilometers, which was really intense, and I constantly had hiccups and my whole throat didn't feel good, and that was genuinely a challenge. After making it through the smog, we made it to Delhi, and we rode for multiple hours through Delhi city traffic until we finally made it to our hotel and also managed to give back the motorcycles to make it on our flight back to Germany. Flying back, I was also really happy to get back to home and relax a bit, because all the filming behind the scenes was really intense, and sadly also the post-production on this. And to distract myself a little bit, I started to make some car videos on a second channel, so definitely check those out. Those are pretty cool. And definitely see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the India trip.